Hey guys, Mr. Ron, Infinite One, Rumpelstiltskin, Kate, Raven, Tanya Honey. Good morning, Kate, Lady Stardust, Laura B, Tanya Honey Johnson. Yeah, White Lightning, Karen, Timothy. God bless you guys. How's everyone making out there in the world? Hey, Dustin. Hey, Stephen. Edward. Hey, Angela. Kathy, Stephen. Soul family, so sweet. Chili Burr here in Texas, huh? Hey, Kate. 4.5 miles. Nice, man. Wow. I wish I could say the same. I mean, I did do some exercises, but it's very hard for me to get out of my apartment even. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I got kicked off for a while on the other channel, but hopefully we'll be back soon. You watched Kill and Annie. That was beautiful. Yeah. Alien or angel. Right. It's a good question too, because I mean, they sound like, to me, it always, like, they sound like the same thing. They always say that angels have bodies, but not like ours. So I think that really implies the 1st is Freedom Day, the 1st of February or the 1st of April. 4.5 miles is a round of golf. That's interesting. I ride about 4.5 miles to go to the grocery store and back on my bicycle. February 1st. Let's hope. Poconos. Nice, Maria. Red Susan. Phoenix. Brent. You're losing your mind, Brent? Oh, come on, man. It's okay. It's just another day, man. I mean, it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's all how you look at it. Why is this on? See if the light comes back. There we go. Okay. Hey, before, everybody loved him, right? They all loved him. Yeah, absolutely. Muskegon, Michigan. Wow. Jealous. Hey, Chosen. Frogmeister, Daryl, beautiful view. Thank you. Yeah. It's not, it's not, it's interesting because this shows you how, how it's all a matter of how you look at things. If this was in a fancy neighborhood, this apartment would be worth a fortune. But it's in a like a kind of like a, it's not considered a nice neighborhood, so nobody wants to live here. And it's like this is cheaper than the smaller places in the fancier place. So it's all location, right? But I'm taking advantage. I seem to have a knack when I was living in Brooklyn. Hey, Matthew, thank you. Yeah, when I was living in Brooklyn, we moved to the edge of town where the price was, we paid peanuts compared to what people like in the main part of Crown Heights paid at the time. And then where we lived became popular, but that, we were like pioneers. And I always kind of like find these sort of cool out of the way places. I mean, God found this. I mean, I really had little to do with it. But it shows you, I mean, I wrote the first thing I ever got published was an article called Backyard Bass. That's when I was fishing. I mean, I was, when I wasn't fishing, I was fishing. I mean, I just went fishing for a couple of years. I was recuperating from trying to make sense of the world. But I wrote this article called Backyard Bass. And the theme of the article is that wherever you live, you can find magic places. You don't have to go to like the fanciest fishing spot in the world. Like, and I really found in where I lived in those days, I found like some amazing fishing spots. And if you really if you really look around in your own backyard, Backyard Bass, that was the name of the article. You'd be, the treasures. There's a Hasidic story that tells about a guy who he left his home. He went to find a treasure, and traveled and he traveled, and he went and he went and he went, and then he met a wise man, and he says, "Where's the treasure?" And the wise man gives him the address of his own house. So he goes back to his house, and he digs up in his backyard, and he finds the treasure. I mean, it's always, we're always looking for we think that if we I mean, they do say in Hasidus that if you change your location, you actually change your mazel. You've heard mazel tov. Like your mazel means it's kind of like luck, but it's really more like your fortune. Your destiny is changed by the place you go to. On the other hand, wherever I go, there I am. I mean, that goes for relationships, especially. You always think, well, if I me, if I marry this type of person, maybe I'll have a different experience. But it was like, no matter what you do, you always get the same experience because that's what God wants you to experience. Lots of drugs that were killing each other. What's that about? That shot. They were shooting at each other, right? Yeah, I know. I guess you have to weigh it out. Let's keep our eyes on April Tuesday, just in case. We've really learned to adapt, right? It's a turnaround for the DS, maybe. His neighbors all young, we're always helping each other. Yeah, you never know. I mean, you bring an energy to the place, and there is an energy. Hey, in Inge, Inja, I don't know how to pronounce your name really. Inga, probably Inga. That's so sweet. Watch it later. Okay, Mio. We're all going with the flow. Yeah, I'm okay. I've been busy all morning. I've been making videos and trying to keep up making. I had some meetings. We're going to do an ASEA meeting, and we're going to meet this afternoon about 5:30, and we're going to start doing like Zoom. We're going to start having Zoom meetings together for those people who want to do the business part. We're going to try to expand that. So that's something to look forward to. Back at the mountains, PA foothills, Poconos near Blue Mountain. Nice. Best time of life is now, 100%. Chosen, things are going good for you. Let's keep that in our thoughts. That's really important. Yeah. This really, I mean, for me, is for sure the best part of my life. I'm not working as a slave anymore. Your sea arrived. We're hearing, Jay has been telling me that some people are calling and experiencing amazing physical, health turnarounds. So we want to start, broadcasting some of these miraculous things that are happening to people. You're downsizing. We're expanding. I haven't tried fishing yet. I haven't had really time. I don't know, that was the old days. I mean, I had time back then. I don't really have time anymore. I mean, you make certain calculations, you make certain sacrifices to do, like I I made the conscious decision that I wanted to be successful. So it's kind of like I don't really, on Shabbos, I'll go for a walk on the beach, but I did see all of Gila's video. It was beautiful. Yeah, God is good. Yeah, Gila is amazing. Colin O'Brien put out a 10-minute video. Yeah, I'm doing a video with Colin on Thursday. I think we'll do it live. I'm not sure. Being alone during ascension is necessary. I think you're right, Chosen. I think you could be right. Severe depression is gone. Oh, that's wonderful, Kate. That's amazing. That's so beautiful. That is like one of the most painful things a person can experience. You watch too. Yeah, Gila is amazing. A sea of love. Yeah. God's timing is very enjoyable to me. Yeah. New timeline could be anything you want it to be, right? I think so. I think you make your own timeline. I mean, you decide how you want to live your life. Skink, that's great. That's great, JD. And you never know where it's going to lead. And don't be stuck on like one that it has to be a certain way. Just let God. I mean, I never thought I'd get into these like network marketing things or I don't, and now I'm working with like professional videographers and I never, you don't know where you're heading. I mean, I wanted to start a fish farming business in Brooklyn and now I have I'm doing videos. It's just, that just seemed to work out for me. But I wasn't rigid about it. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, I have to raise walleye. And I mean, that would have been it would not have been easy where I was living. All right, let's take a moment and say a psalm. I think we did the third psalm. Anybody remember? I think we did the third psalm. Let's do the fourth one. Unless you guys want to, do like God is upgrading us. Yeah. Mushroom grower. That's beautiful. 10-hour days with Fridays off is great. Yeah. I think everyone's getting it. You was right. All right, let's read the fourth psalm because we're kind of like going in order. I mean, we could review the other psalms. No, let's just go to number 4. For the leader with stringed instruments. Lamnatzech bin Ginos Mizmor LeDavid, a psalm by David. Bikari, when I call, answer me. Aneni Elohai Tzidki Bitzar Bihar Chavto Li. When I call, answer me, God of my righteousness. You who freed me when I was in distress, be gracious to me and hear my prayer. Sons of men, how long will my glory be shamed? In that you love vanity and seek falsehood, Selah. But know that God has set apart the pious for himself. God will hear when I call unto him. Tremble and do not sin. Speak in your hearts upon your beds and be still, Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and trust in God. Many are they who say, who would show us good? Raise upon us the light of your countenance, O God. You place gladness in my heart, more than when their corn and wine abounded. In peace I will lie down and sleep. Because of you, God alone, settle me in safety. let me just read some of the. How did David achieve happiness? There are many who are always looking for more, saying, "Who will show us good?" But you, God, placed gladness in my heart, that I was satisfied with whatever I had, more than when their corn and wine abounded. Why did David compose the fourth psalm? It was when cynics suggested that the 3-year famine which David's kingdom was experiencing had resulted from David's sin. God subsequently informed David that the famine was actually a response to Shaul's brutal murder of the Gibeonites. Later, when the Gibeonites were appeased, rain began to fall. Was David only praying for himself? Midrash Tehillim. When David said, "When I call, answer me," what he meant was, Master of the universe, even if a wicked Jew prays to you, answer him at once, so the other nations will not say all gods are the same. It's saying that the Shekhinah, which is like God's presence, is in exile too. It's not just that we're in exile, but we take with us the Shekhinah, the living presence. But it also says that the Shekhinah used to be in the holy temple, and now it's inside of people. Seems some are going back home, wherever that is. Praise God. Yeah? Mushroom Hero 2. Brian, you're doing mushrooms? Why do they refer to King Tut instead of Pharaoh Tut? I don't know. I also tend to like the shrooms. Okay, so let's see. The price for a gallon of gasoline is up more than 13% nationally over the past month, and things could be getting worse. Gas Buddy projects the national average could hit $4 again by March. Iran warns Israel not to play with fire after drone attack on defense facility. I think this is all the deep state trying to instigate conflict between peoples. I don't think it's really about Jews and Iranians at all. I think these guys finance both sides. They try to get people into this emotional state so they won't notice what's really going on. Netanyahu, Israel, U.S. working to stop Iran getting nuclear arms. I mean, this is all a show. You saw what the pallets of cash and all this stuff. It's just a show. It seems to me, maybe I'm oversimplifying, but it seems to me that this is just they're just trying to instigate people to make people feel hatred and to feel anger, so they don't notice who the real enemy is. Okay, they're showing, this is an interesting thing. This is called The White Rabbit by Vincent Kennedy. I'm going to post this on the Intel channels, but let me see if I can see this. Wait, I can't. He's showing. This is definitely worth seeing, but I can't. I can't really make it out. It's too small. But let me put this on the Intel channels. They're saying that all these organizations are all together. The WHO, the Red Cross, FDA. Yeah. They're showing the way the bad guys, gosh, I'm not supposed to say bad guys. The evil ones, the Illuminati have planned things. They're the heads. They run the whole globe. Illegal crossings surge at northern border. Alarming number of illegals coming from Canada. The country R warned today it's on the verge of a direct collision with the U.S. forces. It's very possible there will be no nuclear arms control treaty with America after 2026 due to Washington's effort to inflict strategic defeat on Moscow in the country U. Russia is on the verge of a direct collision with them. Russia, yeah. So that's leading up probably to the big scare event. The World Health Organization, yeah. Interesting. Mr. P from the country R and the Prince from the country SA discuss cooperation within OPEC to provide the stability of global oil market, according to a source from the country R. So Saudi and R. Trump is zeroing in on Ron DeSanctimonious. Highlights his, I think this is just a show. The gloves are off. The Club for No Growth is a global group that I have been taking to the cleaners for years. Okay, what's this? I don't want to get into this whole thing with the governor from Florida. I think it's just a show. Okay. Wait, what is this? A picture of Mr. T in a Superman outfit. T says he wants the country opened up and just raring to go by Easter, despite health experts' warnings. Florida governor orders statewide lockdown. Interesting. Russian Poseidon torpedo. Russian nuclear submarine Belgorod completes throw test of nuke, tipped Poseidon torpedo. Poseidon moves underwater and is capable of creating a tsunami with a height of 500 meters when it explodes. With the height of the Statue of Liberty in New York, is 93 meters, and the height of the Empire State Building is 443 meters. 500 meters when it explodes. Huh. This Secretary Obama's, BO's Secretary of Defense suddenly drops dead. Let me just look at this because Ash Carter died unexpectedly due to a cardiac thing. He was 68. Huh. Interesting. Because my little brother was the Assistant Secretary of Defense in charge of nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons under Carter Ash, I guess, because he was under BO. Everything wrong with the Capitol shooting. This video breaks down how the thing with Ashley Babbitt was rehearsed and staged with fake blood. Someone in the chat channel commented, "So what do us old folks do for pain?" regarding these pain relievers causing, not good disease. Considering we live for hundreds and hundreds of years in the Bible, you are not old. Remember, your words have meaning. Here is something Whip turned me on to years ago for when things flip. He said we'd be handing them out like candy. Anyway, they both work wonders and are a homeopathic route to go. Stock up on them, a single web search for them, and you'll find where to purchase. Names to search. Purple one is called Aconitum necellus for headaches, fever, and mood. Blue one is for nerve pain and is called Hypercum perforatum. The company is called Boreon. Okay, I'm gonna put this. This is I'm gonna put this in on the Intel chats. T energy perfect 1244 timestamp. What is 17 clearance? What hint does it explicitly refer to? DOE. Who would have the goods on uranium? Does stating 17 refer to a person works in the DOE? No. Does it refer to someone dropping such information that has the highest security level within all departments? Why is this relevant? May 2010, BO R should be viewed as a friendly partner under Section 123, the Atomic Energy Act of 1954, after agreeing to a new nuclear weapons reduction deal and helping U.S. with Iran. Who is the enemy? What is being continually stated by all Ds? Russia is what? What did the Rs reset really provide? Clearance pathway to complete the U1 deal. Why is the Canadian PM so important? They never thought they were going to lose. The calm before the storm. I'm not sure what all this means. Let me read this. The Club for No Growth is a global group that I've been taking to the cleaners for years. We worked together for a period, but they couldn't get away from China, Europe, Asia, and parts unknown. They know I won't play the game. I am America first all the way. That's the only way we will make America great again. He's saying that Ron, he calls him De Sanctimonious, who I made governor in both the primary and the general, is also a Globe member, so are his donors. Jeb Low Energy Bush was next to him last week. All right. The mainstream media seemed to suffer a collective shock Friday evening after the Office of Special Counsel Robert Mueller handed its final report of the R investigation to the Department of Justice. Nobody walks away from this. And there's a picture of Maddow and two other reporters I don't know their names of. But they'll get theirs. Storm coming, dark 10. Oh, it's January 30th. Okay, this post is, it says the Club for No Growth is a Globe group, right, that I've been taking to cleaners for years. We worked together for a period, but they couldn't get away from these other parts unknown. They know I won't play that game. I am America first all the way. That's the only way we'll make America great again. Ron Sanctimonious, who I made governor, is a globalist. So are his donors. But this was the timestamp is January 30th at 12:44 a.m. And it says storm coming, warning. T isolates drop 17 drop 1521 again. The cleaners, the cleanup crew. Who brings the votes? House floor. Who decides? Why is this important? What is coming? Full weight of the House. Some must remain clean, distance for what is about to happen. We have an arsenal and sounds like he has been ready to go for some time. Do not fear. Stand united and strong. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you, 17 and POTUS, dark 10. Dark 10. Nearly 100% blackout of military transponders over North America. What is the statistical likelihood that there are two and only two military airframes airborne over the U.S.? Speculation. What advantages are there to radar beacon blackouts? When does an op go dark? Could be an indicator. Trust the plan. Military justice is coming. So they're saying, I believe, that all the military planes are dark. And so what's going on? Like something happening? It's January 30th. Is there something going on with Evergreen, or is it the 31st? Here's the thing I think this is the debt clock. Yeah, this is incredibly fascinating. Day 3 and the US debt clock is still zeroed out in these 3 key areas: oil, silver, gold. This has never happened before. Let's not forget that 17 predicted hammer on the clock. Plus these assets respectively are each going to be used to back global currencies. Day 3. I still think this is huge, a huge tell, friends. U.S. national debt clock, real time. So gold, silver, and oil. Right. The guy from Russia, Vlad, and bin Salman, I think, discuss cooperation with OPEC to provide the stability of global oil market. There's a Vincent Kennedy McMahon. There's a guy like walking kind of crazy. Apache, The Great Awakening, January 30th, 2018. The Great Awakening. Apache, I think, refers to the taking down of the internet. This is a great story. I don't know if I read this, but it's a beautiful story. I'll just read it quickly. So this happened in Montana. I'm on my way to go to my interview this morning when I get pulled over by a police officer. I am a Native American and my friend that was with me is black, just saying. Both brake lights decided to go out at this time. As he walked to the car, I was pulling out my stuff. He quickly said, "Don't worry about pulling anything out. I just want you to know if your brake lights are out." So I'm immediately upset because I just got them replaced like last month. So I explained to him how Firestone wants to charge me $600 just to run a test on the wiring of my car. He looked at me like, and he told me to pop the trunk. He looked at me like he was, he understood. He checked the lights in the trunk and tapped them, but they didn't come on. So he told me to pop the hood and check the relay box, and then he asked me to go check the other one. Then worked on the wiring under the dash. He worked on the wiring, the policeman. He could have easily given me a ticket, but Officer Jenkins stepped out of the officer role and into mechanic role and the human role to make sure I was straight. By the way, he fixed them. Not everyone is a racist or a bad cop. Okay, so isn't that a beautiful story? The cop pulls you over and he ends up, he was thinking one thing and he got a completely different treatment. And that's, as we come into God's world, I mean, I think this kind of thing is going to be happening more and more as people really realize that the matrix, the system of control that's in place is just ridiculous. North Korea is providing military support to the efforts in with rockets and missiles. Winter storm warnings across the U.S. Wall Street opens lower ahead of Fed rate decision. Busiest week of the earnings season. I didn't look at the market report. I hope you had a good weekend. There's a picture of a lion sleeping in a tree. I'll pass this around. It's a big lion way up in the tree, just like hanging there. Jasara, QSF. Charlie Ward and Rod Steele talk about the quantum financial system. Here's a link to the video. Original Wednesday Addams actress dead at 64. Wednesday. I think that was she was the little girl in the Addams family. 64, that's very young. Nunes, Pompeo new book accuses Adam of leaking classified info. Did you see Nunes' new tweet? Grab the popcorn. You asked for popcorn? Let's start there. Start here, actually. It says, Devin Nunes, can anyone tell me who the DOG lawyer is that speaks French via text in the IG report? This will save a lot of time in the hearings so that my colleagues won't have to ask this question. Grab the popcorn. You asked for popcorn. Let's start here. Okay, that was a 17 post. Jordan Peterson announces the World Economic Forum alternative, just the news. He said, the meeting will present an alternative to the kind of apocalyptic narrative that's being put forward by the other guys. Wow, they're saying that the medical situation came from. That's very interesting. Now that the Aura collusion is proven lie, when did the trials for treason begin? Grand Central Station shut down following release of police body cam footage in the Tyre Nichols death. From NCPR, mostly peaceful protests held across, I guess. Did you know that Mr. T brought peace to the Middle East? On August 13th, 2020, Mr. T brokered a historic peace agreement between Israel and the UAE. Did you know that Mr. T created a White House hotline for veterans? On May 14th, 2019, Mr. T created a hotline serving veterans, their families, caregivers, and survivors. He staffed it with veterans and their direct family members. I'm going to switch now. Let me just see. Zircon missiles. I want to see if there's anything on this other channel. All right, I might read that, but let me read this. In the future, as Mr. T will make public world peace with the country R and China and North Korea, said T will be the biggest part of the puzzle to stop the nuclear full destruction event. It will be clear to 17 patriots, world freedom fighters, that T, Miss Vlad, and Z, and also Modi from India, bin Salman, were all working together and bringing down their deep state in all their countries. Together, through the massive military world alliance operations, only then the Rockefellers, et cetera, will be removed after they are exposed through military operations and coming tribunals. And only then will Mr. T and the world come back into peace, and a real digital gold-backed US system will be in place and connect to the rest of the world in the golden age. Everything is connected. The storm is upon us. Let's hope, man. Let's hope this is it. As we come closer to nuclear events, the massive cyber attacks, the 10 days of darkness that had long been predicted, and all branches of the military on the highest levels are practicing procedures and protocols for a United States going under military control and command. The long-awaited event leads to investigations by military into who was responsible for the war conflict and massive information that triggered a near-death global nuclear event. The investigation is the doors to the tribunals. Military intelligence white hats will go forward from all different military divisions and departments and give detailed info on DARPA, DS operations connected to the five-sided building, and BO, all being part of the facilitators of the greatest crimes against humanity to state events. The crimes connect them all. No dates, only events. 17, the only way is military. Everything's connected. Laundering in NATO, Davos. The war to end all wars is happening and will connect to exposure of the world deep state that created the bioweapons. And these things, right? Warmongering for profit, cover up to create confusion. Hold on tight, patriots. Buckle up, buttercups. The world is connected. Have faith. Military white hat, military alliance have procedures in place to avoid use of nukes, but we will come to the edge of MAD, mutual assured destruction, near-death civilization event. Hey, Catherine. What do you mean, Silky? Everyone is going down. Oh, down. Uh-huh. You're seeing a lot of people that are... Hey, Lisa. Hey, White Lightning. Just waiting for my turn. All right, let me just see one more source here. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the BK, the White Rabbit. You should look at this chart on, I put it on my Intel channels, but Carnegie, JP Morgan, Rockefeller. Yeah, I'm going to watch that after the show. Medical Map, the Healing Web. Yeah, some really weird stuff. Mostly clones, hopefully. A newborn in the condos. Oh, her husband. Oh, jeez. Paul Stamets, yeah. Did he pass away? My son said he passed away. Was it him or no? It was McKenney, Terrence McKenney, I think, that passed away. I got 3 before I woke up. Derek's last video is my favorite. Faith in Hashem. Not forcing anything. Paul Stamens, yeah. It's Stamens, isn't it? Stamens. Oh, McKenney or the Guff? Yeah. 15. Oh my gosh, Tactical Survivor. 15. Wow. He was a mushroom guru, yeah. Well, he was the hallucinogenic mushroom guru. Paul Stamens was a mushroom in general guru. 15, I know, it's horrendous. Yeah, I think there were different medications given throughout the world. He's from Seattle. $5 mushroom challenge. It's good to absolutely, Karen. God is the only one who can run. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, Tony, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess things. I mean, when are people gonna like put the dots together, though? Do these people realize what's causing this? It looks white. That's because of the. I haven't figured out how to use this camera correctly, and I don't know if I'm going to be using this on lives anymore if I can't get the color better. It's horrifying. Yes, Karen. Danny, you got paddled, huh? Oh, yeah, I know. Tactical Soul Survivor. They wouldn't listen, right? I heard 50% of the first ones. Yeah, 3 different. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Justice will be served. Yeah, it's horrendous. All right. I'm gonna call it a day. We'll call it an afternoon, a morning, and ambulances all the time. Yeah, I hear ambulances out here a lot. Not as bad as my other place, but they felt sorry for you. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa. 13 bloodlines. Yeah. I saw that. There was something on Facebook about the 13 families. It is awesome to be different. Oh, she's going blind. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ugh. Ay, ay, ay. They don't listen, right? It's unbelievable. Any news about the med beds? No. Yeah, and I don't really think they go anywhere. I think they just kinda, like they're saying that this is the last generation so that they'll even keep their own bodies. Oy, sorry, Maribel. Not too many in my world awake, yeah. I think that's true everywhere. I mean, still, when I say stuff to people, they're just like, "What?" What's stopping them from seeing the truth? I don't know, that's a very good question. I guess they really don't in some way. I don't know. I don't know. I used to think that was just crazy, white Cecil one, but I who knows? Sky Prince has intel on meds, yeah. Brainwashing, the ego. There is some kind of detox bath. Who after you? Wow. They are afraid to know the truth. Ship in the Suez, yeah. So blessed to be here. Yeah, yeah. The Earth thing I laughed at, but I am way more. Yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, I don't know. Is the Earth round? Is it flat? I have no idea. I'm not saying it either way. You red pill the electric guy. That's cool. So people are open. Earth is not flat. Branch Davidians. Wow. All right. I think we'll call it a day. Call it now, and we'll see you guys tonight. Colloidal gold. This is a hologram. GoPro videos where they put GoPro on a balloon. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. They could see. I'll have to check that out. When we go up, we will see. Okay, guys, I didn't do much, but anyway, well, at least we got together, and we'll see you guys tonight. Get some rest. I'm gonna be here with Jay at 5:30. If anybody's interested in like taking the ASEA thing to a business level, we're gonna try to have like group um, Zoom meetings every week where we can get together and work on that. Hey, Irma. Okay, guys, so we'll see you tomorrow. Not tomorrow. So we'll see you tonight, and and I'll be on online at 5:30, same bat time, same channel, and hopefully in just like 8 or 9 days we'll have the big channel back. Good night. Yeah, I don't know. Where are you, Daryl? You're somewhere else. What time tonight? We do this at 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. We do it every day except for Shabbos. Actually, we do it Saturday night, but we don't. So the only time we miss is really Friday night and Saturday morning. Baking soda. Yeah, I heard that a little. Yeah, this I heard also. Gary Carter, a half cup of baking soda, half cup of Epsom salt, a little bentonite bentonite clay, and a cup of borax. Says it draws everything out of you. Oh. All right, guys. We'll catch you tonight. God bless, and just enjoy the day. We're getting there, man. We're little by little. We're getting there. We're closer. One day closer. God bless.